Good morning, laddies. My name is Chaz, and welcome to the What If Zuko Was Crimson Dynamo from Iron Man The Armored Adventures. This guy right here. So, before we start, I may do some stuff. Well, let me, explain what's going down. So, the Quirk Doctor in this alternate timeline, or in this what if, was also a rocket scientist. Basically, he's helpful on doing some people a favors. But he helps children with the quirks thing, and if they're quirkless, and but he also does a space program thing. So, and I'm also throwing in Zumi. Zumi. Yeah, Zumi into this what if. And I also will point out that Ochako in this what if is in love with Zuko so much. So, yeah. Plus, I'm making them, all three of them, same age. So, yeah. So, and Zuko does have a power of infinity and zero. So, yeah, infinity and zero. That makes him the most powerfulest person. And his quirk is absorption. The, heat resistance kind. Cold resistance. Everything. So, yeah. So let's begin in this what if. So I just had to push that out of the way before we begin. So, yeah. So Zuko and Zumi were born. And then at age of 3, of course, Ochako came into his life. But she's always so embarrassed to get close to him. Sometimes this is what she thinks. And yeah, Bakugo is just is more friends with him, best friends. Best friends forever. So then, at age of 4, his life completely changed. The Quirk Doctor that I told you about. Here, hold on. That guy, he did something, or told Zumi, told Zumi to go, or she has a quirk, and fire manipulation. But then he turned to Zuko and told him that he doesn't have a quirk. And of course, before they left the office, Zuko, or actually Asashi, told, or actually he didn't tell him, but the court doctor could tell, well, that he can go into the space program. I have a one special mission for him. That would be launch him and see what planet. Okay? But, yeah. He ended up launching him to the sun. So, yeah. So he ends up in the spacesuit. As everybody, or his parents, left. Izumi and Zuko got into the rocket. Because Quark Doctor already knew that. And told him to go into space. Okay. As he launches all the way to the sun, closer and closer. As the Quark Doctor says, you don't be needed here anymore. So, and I supplied you with enough oxygen to witness your own death. As the suit thing. So yeah, the ship exploded, reaching the sun, and they all thought Zuko was dead. But Zuko survived. He was swimming in the sun's rays, like lava. He swam through lava like it was water. As he swam around, one by one, as he launches back to as he was stranded there almost 11 years. As his body, his heart kept, as he thinks in his own mind, his own heart was about to break. Because he thinks in his own mind that Ochako is just wants Bakugo instead of him. That's what he thinks in his head. But then it was been 11 years as he was stranded in space around the sun for 11 years. As he had no way to go home. As his skin turned white, his eyes turned yellow. His green pupil things, this turned red. As Zuko wants as he uses the super jumps, as he jumps from one area to the other, as he's telling himself to keep going. And going as he jumps closer to the earth, as he landed on the moon, as he bounced off the moon. Landed. But during all that time, during all that jumping, Zuko, or actually, when Zuko was, they all thought he was dead. They did, like, Ochako was still deeply in love with Zuko, and she still holds out hope for him. And, yeah. So then all that stuff. As now we got to whom? Yeah. So Zumi gets one for all. I forgot to mention. And now we're on the part where All Might versus All for One. All for One, or no, All Might is down but not out. As All for One says, any last words? Yeah, one. Look up. Or look behind you. No, I'm not gonna fall for that. No, literally. Turn around. As he turns around, as he sees something that lands right on top of All for One, squishing him like a pancake, or kicked him all the way through. As, yeah, All for One and was no more. The only things that were left was his shoes. Nothing else. As, yeah. As a big explosion, as a man came out, as everyone was in shock of what was that. Looked like a meteor just killed the villain. As the guy, or as the monster that they thought was a monster alien, as he lifts himself up, as they hear her kill the Quark Doctor. Or actually, they don't hear that, but as he turns around, or he picks himself up, as out of the darkness, as everyone watches in horror what is about to unfold, as he goes clomp, bam, clomp, bam, clomp, bam, clomp, bam. As he starts to go faster, as the villains, all the League of Villains, and every high-end villain, even the Nomus, were her about to kill him. As Zuko just straight up killed all of them in one fell swoop, as blood was dripping from his left hand. As all of the villains were killed off. But in this alternate timeline, Toga was actually a hero one, not the villain. So she's safe. So the robot alien, and that they were like, he knew where to go. So he went. And because in this alternate timeline, no one's indestructible. So and Zuko, because his body absorbed that radiation thing, his body became more like buffed up. Yeah. So he goes, as they're like, I think we have to stop him before before he kills like citizens. But he doesn't like go on a rampage. He is just walking casualty as he grabs a car and tossed it away from him. As military comes in and shoots him with like guns and tanks, that does nothing to him. As he grabs the tank and as before he even tossed it, it dissolved like into his own body. And so yeah, as he tells himself to keep going, like in his own head. And as the suit, they never seen some alien doing that. As he keeps going and going, as pro heroes try to stop him with just their quirks. But it was not enough. They needed more. So Stars and Stripes tried to come in and use her quirk, but it failed miserably. As he knocks her out with a side aid arm, as he keeps going. And plus a bunny girl tried to use her jumping skills. Like, she jumped right in front of him, tried to kick him in the face or kick him in the back. As before it even touched his back or his front, he grabs her by the leg and throws her across, slamming her into the unconscious Stars and Stripes. As he keeps going. He's not killing them. as everybody's like trying to do it, like snipe, try to shoot him. But it failed. Like bullets bounced off of his back. That's impossible. Some more. And All Might comes in and uses his his remains of his one for all to do like one single punch, but it failed miserably. Like, but it tried. He tried or they tried to stop him from blowing it up. As Zuko was Crimson Dynamo, as there was a thing on his back. And as they scanned it, they took a picture of it, and this is a Quirk Doctor's logo. When for like rocket missions. What way are they evolved? So and Nezu went into the database of the inn, and there was no new rocket ships except for one. That was 11 years ago. It said 11 years ago. By this kid that got launched by them is Zuko Midoriya. As the recording was, or after, or this is unsafe. Anyway, you're breaking up. Please, help me. That's the last recording of his as Ochako and Bakugo and everybody was like, maybe this alien creature or this alien robot and has a grudge against those people that threw that poor little kid or that kid into space. Maybe as he hacks, or as the Principal Nezu radios in on the Zuko, frequency, alien creature. What do you have against the Quirk Doctor? Kill him. Kill him. As the Zuko was not thinking like himself. Kill him. Throw him into the sun. Just like what he did with poor little Zuko. And Zuko, at this time, we will give you help. Just, yeah, please. Tell us. What's your name? As it cuts out. Okay. He's not introducing his name. As he got closer to the Quirk Doctor's base thing, as the Quirk Doctor is in like hers. As Tenya tried to like run right in front of it, tried to kick it, like sidekick, but before it even, and when he closed his fist, the Zuko closed his fist, Tenya flew backwards, hitting or breaking 3 trees. As Zuko puts on his own as Music Mike tried to scream or uses his quirk like yeah. He tried to use that on Zuko, but he powered right through it, hitting the that guy right in the arm, sending him flying through 4 trees. And yeah, Zuko had a recording of his own voice with a conversation between him and the Quark Doctor. And that drives him angrier and angrier. And he tried, as his eyes were like that, he was mad. That the Quark Doctor took away he took away everything from him. As he walks in, as lasers start to shoot at him, but he was unaffected by it. As he breaks one by one, as the remaining high-end Nomus that are very high on the food chain was trying to keep him contained, but he broke all of them, ripping their brains out of their heads, killing them in an instant. As they tried, as the metal doors tried to keep him from quirk doctors as he beat the right through them like it was nothing. Quirk doctor, as he says, quirk doctor, no may die. As the quirk doctor was scared out of his mind. He has no one who he never been in this situation before. So this is a new experience for him. As yeah, Zuko says this. As a cameraman, like a news reporters, there's were watching. And as he picks up the quirk doctor, as he says, I will kill you. You know who I am. If you don't, I'll happily remind you. Let me demonstrate. As he takes off his mask and he shows the world that Zuko is still alive. As he was about to kill he wants to kill. As his skin was white, his hair turned white. As his eyes were yellow, his eyes were red, like flaming hot. As he says to the quirk doctor that you're gonna die. As he grabs him by the neck, rips it all out as the quirk doctor died right then and there. On camera, everyone saw Zuko as a monster. Ochako couldn't believe that her own friend came back from the dead just to kill the quirk doctor. As All Might couldn't believe it. This kid must be that powerful, strong. As the Zuko or Inko walked slow, or she came out of nowhere, and she knew that her son committed a crime. When he turns his head to her, she knew that her son has returned back to her. As he's about to pass out as he's trying to stay awake, as he lands on his knees, as he tells her that as he looks up at her and he smiles at her. As he tells her that he loves her. As his eyes closed as he fell to the ground. And so, as Inko runs up, she wants to, as she says, "Please don't die, Zuko." No, please. As they took him to the hospital, like emergency hospital. As every doctor tried to save his life. But there was nothing working. When they told them that Zuko was dead, and or reals, as Zuko was the only person that had that much power, and he died that fateful day. But then Zuko and Inko was right next to him. And they were about to put him in the coffin. About to, like, as the heart monitor starts to beep again. As Inko looks at the heart monitor thing before, as it starts to beep again. And as Inko couldn't believe it, her eyes widened. It was flatlined, but then it beep, beep, as she tells her doctors that as the hand comes out, as his eyes were open, but instead of having yellow on the outside, it was clear white. His flaming eyes were gone, replaced back to his normal colors of green. His hair was back to this color. As he woke up, what had happened? And when Inko told Asashi that he's still alive, as Asashi was like, really? As he jumps after the mission thing, and he says, "I'll be right back." Zoom! As he runs off to the doctors. As he comes back, or as he try to get up, what happened? I remember there was the court doctor sent me into space to the sun, and then I just laid there till my oxygen ran out. No, the only thoughts that I had was of Ochako and Bakugo, who that was just a thought. So, and then after that, next thing I remember is woke up here. What happened? As Inko says, well, it's a long story. We have plenty of time. Okay. As she explained that the 11 years, or 2 weeks ago, that there was a All for One versus All Might. Who won? All Might won. Or All for One and was about to kill him. But then you came in and you absolutely annihilated the All for One. And there's only his shoes. That's it. Nothing else. But then when, of course, this is what she's saying, you went on a rampage, not throwing or harming innocent people. You're basically were, you knew where to go. What was your thought about number 2? Well, number 2 thought was making the court doctor pay for her trying to kill me. That's all ran through my head before. Yeah. As the principal Nezu was there, yeah, her about the shooting you with guns and the ammunition tanks and all that stuff. So but you actually absorbed but you disintegrated one of the tanks. Hing, really? Yeah, you were not. We knew that you were not yourself, so you were. Okay? As he tells him that, or this is what the Quark Doctor, or the Nezu said to him, that I had before you killed him, way before, I radio it in of how do we stop this indestructible. I don't know. Oh. So yeah. Then you killed him, and then really? As he starts to tear up, as he's blaming himself for it. As they all told him that he needs to calm down. I know that you tried so hard to not be. You're trying not to be the strongest person in the world. But after some more sleeps, you'll probably be back up and at 'em. Okay? Hey. As Ochako. So there was no coffins. As he blames himself for the Quark Doctors. And in his dream, somehow, the Crimmins and Dynamo suit thing that the Quark Doctor gave him and him were basically infused. So basically his spacesuit thing that he came with and him were one and the same. So basically it was like going right to him, like it was in, or the control thing, as it sat down right next to him. It was not a visitor, as they thought he would. Okay, so then, yeah. So and he wants to do. Oh. So basically, 11 years, during all the time, they all thought he was dead. Then comes back and kills all for one. He went on a like raging moment thing. He runs towards, as all the the pro heroes are like, this kid's pretty powerful. As the quirk that it said, the quirk absorption. So or absorbing man kind. So the tank wasn't disintegrated. It got infused into his body. So basically, he can pull it out at any time and that he wants. As he discovered this power when he was on the rocket ship thing, that he copied the jet thruster of it, and yeah. So then that's why he almost didn't make it to, yeah. So then Crimson Dynamo, boom, yeah. So then the the pro heroes are or Nezu actually stayed and told him that I heard from Bakugo or rest of the students that you wanted to become a pro hero. Yeah, I really don't know what I can be anymore. As the quirk, or as the Nezu says, don't worry. I mean, you actually, you are allowed. We're not holding machine guns at you or anything like that. But you can become a hero. Oh. Because you wanted your revenge on the Quark Doctor. You got it. But still, all that time and being stranded out there for that long, it terrifies me. And so then plus Zuko was sleeping, or he went back to sleep. And 2 more days, or no, 2 more days, or 2 more weeks, he got up. As everything was back in their order thing. And so Nezu invites him to be away. As his suit, that his superhero suit, is that he's basically, and he already has the name for him, is called Crimson Dynamo. Oh. That's a cool name. Crimson Dynamo? Yeah. Let me remove as he wipes it off. That label. And he made some improvements to his suit. No, too. So that he can have more, like, if he absorbs more materials, he can basically shoot them out through anything. Plus, he actually has a, it's kind of like Iron Man, but instead of Jarvis, it was Echo. Or no, not Echo. Himself. But it would be the number 20. Hey, 20. As because he's connected with, like, technology, he can do that stuff. He can tell tanks to shoot at anyone that he, or even satellites. So, yeah. So Zuko basically ends up doing, and when Bakugo and Ochako heard that Zuko, Bakugo and Ochako heard that Zuko was joining the UA, they were excited. And, of course, Zuko says, okay, if it's okay with you, can I join? Yep. You'll be in Class 1A. But first, we need a quirk test to make sure what we are dealing with. Okay? Okay. And he did the robot part, he did the written part faster. And as there was 1-pointers, 2-pointers, 3-pointers, and then the 0-pointers. And Zuko uses his, and the 1-pointers got blasted by his cannon that was mounted on his shoulder, literally like a cannon from a tank. The big tube thing came out of his shoulder blade and shoots the 1-pointers down. And he grabs the... Okay, hold on. Please pause. He took out those ones, and, like, he grabbed, like, that, like a head, and when he even touched it, it disintegrated as his lower half got transformed into, like, he can use like the lower half of it to climb walls. And then he had to battle against a 3-pointer one. And you know what he did? He touched it and absorbed it. As he destroys 1, 2, 3, 4. He had over 9 million and points. Yeah. Then 0-pointers came out of nowhere, and he just simply shot it with a shoulder blade. Like, boom! Or he had 2 of those, So, because he had one and shot him in the face. Yeah. So, this video gone long enough. So, yeah, please leave a like, share, subscribe, and comment on this video. Sorry for if this video is really long. So, yeah. So that's, and at the end of this video thing, there's, because it's an end, the Ochako does get married to Zuko. Because, and he does go into Class 1A, and I'm not getting into any further. So this is the final part. This is a movie. So, yeah. And, of course, Zuko does use his powers for good, not for evil. Imagine having all those chomping at you, like, "Rah!" So, yeah, then Zuko can basically destroys one by one by one by one. Yeah. So peace out, y'all. Have a good night or day, depends on the time zones. Peace.